Sagittarius, how you doing? Welcome to your weekly reading. Sorry about it being a little bit late. Had a few technical details. Lost the last sort of readings on the videos and stuff like that. Been a bit of a strange week, to say the least. We've got the eclipse coming up, which we will have the eclipse reading coming out as well, which I'm really looking forward to seeing what people think about that. And you will get your individual eclipse reading on Wednesday. So this is coming out on the Monday night, the night of the eclipse. You're in the month before your birthday, so it's all about you. It's all about you. Concentrate on you. Concentrate on where you want to go, how you feel, what the situation is, how you, what sort of things you definitely want to be doing within your life emotionally, relationship sides and that sort of thing at the moment. Just get everything into place, basically. Let's just see what's going on the overall energy for you. Breathe and space. There's a lot of space here and breathing, I think, for you. Enjoying the moment, enjoying the environment as well. It seems to be, going for walks and that sort of thing. I think it's good for you this week, really good for you. Going for walks. Look at that, walking away from the old you. This is what's gradually coming up. This is what they're preparing you for, is walking away from that old season, which has been last year, which might have been a bit tricky for you emotionally on relationship side. It might have been actually pretty good for you on the financial side, really, more than anything else, in compared with the rest of the world, as it were. But emotionally, there might have been a bit of home truths that came up on your radar, kind of made you realise about your relationship side. And this is what they're preparing you for, is to move on into the new cycle after your birthday. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side, on the karmic message for you. This is a message that I repeat to a lot of people through my healing, through my energy work. As long as you are okay, everybody else can be okay. It's not a case when everybody's okay, you're okay, because that just doesn't work. You've got to start off with yourself, making sure you're okay. And then when you are, then you will be disposed for other people to help them out as much as yourself out. So it's making sure you're okay. It's the Two of Wands, planning for that future. As I said, we're going into that last month before your birthday. We're there fully on into it. And I think pretty much most of the Sagittarians, most of you will be in that period now where we're focusing more on the spiritual sort of side of life rather than on the money side of life. So it's all about planning here, and I think this is what the karmic message is for this week. And that's just as well for this week as well, because we're going into the eclipse. The changes are coming up, they're barreling down the road. By the time the dust settles by the end of the week, then we've got to get on and move on. Let's just see how the universe is trying to influence this. They're pulling out, and I think this is more to do with the collective and the global sort of thing. So they're not trying to influence you. The universe, that is the earth, the sun and stuff like that. They're not trying to influence you too much at the moment. They're trying to just be in a situation where you are freed up and you can look around you. Yeah, it is a bit of a judgment. I think that's what their overall wish for you as well, is realizing your calling to your higher self on the emotional front. And I think that's going to be pretty good for you. And it's going to help you sort yourself out on not that you need sorting out, but I mean, sort out what you want to be, what sort of experience you want to be doing next year after your birthday. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this karmic message. They're bringing it back in as well. They're not letting necessarily a lot of things from the outside. As I said, it's all about you this week. I think they're trying to help you to concentrate on how you position rather than what other people are doing, how they position and everything like that. It's more about how you position, basically. It's a bit of a leap of faith, because you're normally going out there, getting it. It's a very social person. Mixing it up with other people, taking on the consideration of other people's point of views and opinions and stuff like that. But I think the guides here are really sort of saying, no, it's about you. You've got to concentrate on you this week, emotionally, just to sort of see how you are, see where you fit. And this is where I'm talking about going for a walk in nature. because that's when you're going to get the good response. That's when you're going to get a good headspace as well to sort of clear this out and see this clearly, of what you want to be doing in this coming year afterwards. Let's just see how it goes on with the guides, how they're influencing that conversation that is within you. They're really being nitpicky as well. They want you to get every little detail sorted out within you. What you like, what you don't like, what you want to do, what you don't want to do, what you want to start, what you want to stop. You know, that sort of thing, of making this next year a real sort of a change within you. Yeah, it's going to play a lot on your emotions. I think, as I said, I think there was this year, there may have been a lot of home truths coming in, not necessarily about you, but just generally about your relationships, about your emotions and stuff like that. And it might be a tricky week to look at your emotions this week, but it's better that you do. Hearing those things saying, you know, what about that? Am I like this? Do I do this? Do I create these problems? How do I create the solutions? How do I contribute to the solutions? How do I contribute to the love that I have with the people that are around me? The activities, the participation in life, as it were, with the people that are around you. And it's going to give you clear thinking. It's going to come out of that, which is really nice, because you've got the Three of Swords here, which is obviously emotionally trying for you. And they're going to be pushing on those emotional sort of side because they want it to be clear, you guys. And this is what you get out of it. Absolute clarity of looking forward. And you might well see is that she's got that heart that is in a little sort of tucked away, as it were. And that's that Three of Swords is all about. It's giving yourself clarity and the vision to see forward, basically. Let's just see what's going on your financial side, your job, your business and your projects. If it works for the moment, don't change it. There is a change that is coming out of the eclipse, a major change. And I did do, you know, and I've been talking about this for quite some time in the collective readings as well. Way too many cards to take that on board. Yeah, so there is a change that's going on out there. But I think here is just, you know, keeping it simple, concentrating on the things that work, setting up those healthy boundaries, apparently. You know, going on that journey as well, getting to the point where you can weed out the problems within your business. And I think that's going to be really for you, starting from the 23rd, 24th of this month, going through your birthday season. This is really going to be able to start putting those limits and sort of saying, no, I don't want to do things like that anymore. I want to do them differently. And this is how I want to do them. And that's what those healthy boundaries are all about. Let's just see how the universe is trying to influence you. They're also pulling out. I think they're waiting for this eclipse to come through. I think it's going to do a lot of, it's going to open up a lot of space and make people see things very clearly. As regards to your business and your projects and etc., they're trying to, they're reiterating that idea of crossing T's and dotting the I's, getting the simple things so they're working properly, they're going well, and you will be able to have a solid foundation when you want to step up and start introducing new aspects to your business. Yeah, they're carrying a lot for you, I think. I think the universe here is sort of saying, you know, we've got your back in a way. They're not ladening you. They're, as I say, if you're working on the things that are working already, it shouldn't be too much of a pressure. And the universe is trying to encourage that release of pressure that you can put on yourself, Sagittarius. Let's just go into how the guides are trying to influence this karmic message. They're reiterating this thing of saying, this doesn't work, put this on the shelf, put it on the shelf. We'll go through that in the going future. Three of Wands, yeah, it's taking things in from the outside world that actually work. It's the harbour master, so it's receiving goods, trade, But it's also getting tales of stories from other places, being observative, just observing what's going on around you, making sure that if there is opportunities to be had there in the world, in this changing world, you're going to be the first to know about it, and within your business or within your job. And you've got to see whether it actually fits with you. Sometimes it's better not to take an opportunity, and I think that's what you've got to decide. I think this is the moment where you look out there and you see what is going to work for you in this going future, with working with the things that are already working, the things that I was saying earlier on, that if it works, don't change it at the moment. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this conversation that is within you. There's a lot of optimism, actually. There's a lot of possibilities. And I think you need to get through this birthday season before it really becomes obvious within you. But you're going to feel that, oh, look at that, there's a possibility for that, there's a possibility for that. There is definite, possibilities for you. And, they're carrying you across from one side to the other. It's going on a journey. It could well be actually moving or traveling through your business or your projects or your job. But what it is it's that enthusiasm that they create within what is possible, which is going to take you from this moment in life, which is a bit sort of complicated for everybody, I think, concerned. It's a little bit worrying for everybody. And they take you from one side to the other. So they're real helping you to keep upbeat as you walk away from the old world. And this is what it's all about this week, is walking away from the old world. And it's recognizing what you want to take with you and what you want to leave. And the universe is here, is sort of saying, don't take too much, just take what's working. So let's just see what the overall energy is going out of this week, coming into the following week. Well, you're going to be shot out of a cannon. It looks like it's going to be going really quickly for you. It's going to be, the potential that you do have going forward is enormous. And I think you've created this as well in this last year. I think it's going to be based upon the finances. So it's got to work within your financial world in order for it to work within your emotional world. And they seem to be tied like that in your life at the moment. It's much more commanding on the job or the business or the project front than it is on the emotional side. I think there's a lot to do on the emotional side, to be honest. I think there's a lot of straight talking that you need to do with yourself. So you do go forward trying to stimulate those beautiful sensations that we can all have about joy and happiness and love in our lives. And I think that needs to be done with a bit of straight talking with yourself. So we will be having the eclipse reading coming out as well tonight for the collective. I think this is going to tie into it. It's going to give us a very good heads up of how we go through this whole changing process of getting things into place, of actually doing things. And that's going to be from this point, from Monday, the 7th, 8th of November, going right through to April next year. And then that's when we move into another section that we've got the foundation in place, and we can really start building our desires upon it. So that'd be interesting to sort of see that as well. There you go, Sagittarius. I hope that does help you be a little bit more sort of clear for this week of what's going on. I do apologise about the mess up this weekend passing for your reading, and I do apologise about that. I do appreciate your support for this channel, subscription, sharing this reading on all media platforms, but also clicking that bell, which is really important. In the meantime, Sagittarius, don't forget, as much as it is difficult out there at the moment, as much as it is difficult in here as well, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.